everyone, welcome back to the Your English podcast, the perfect place to boost your English little by little with each conversation.
That's us.
Yeah, think of this as your dedicated listening space, where we explore the bits and pieces of everyday English.
Mm-hmm.
We really aim to make learning feel, less like hard study and more like joining an interesting chat.
Absolutely. Giving you those practical phrases, the examples you can actually use.
That's the goal. Making a real difference in how you speak and understand English, over time.
And it really is about building that confidence, step by step, bit by bit, like you said.
Right.
And today we're taking a really close look at something super useful. 50 common English phrases and sentence patterns.
50 of them.
Yeah. Quite a few. But these aren't just like random words. They're the structures that pop up again and again in natural English conversation.
Exactly. They're like the building blocks, aren't they? We want to equip you with these so you can express yourself, more smoothly.
And sound more natural, more like a native speaker, perhaps.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's a big goal for many learners. And we're not just going to define these phrases, are we? We want to explore how they actually work in, real life.
That's crucial. Understanding these patterns can be a real game changer, honestly.
How so?
Well, instead of trying to build every single sentence from scratch, word by word.
Which is exhausting.
It really is. You start recognizing and using these ready-made chunks. These patterns.
Ah, okay. Like prefabricated phrases.
Kind of. And they can seriously speed up your speaking. It feels much more effortless.
I can see that. Less mental juggling.
Precisely.
Yeah.
Plus, it helps you get a much better feel for the natural rhythm and the intonation of English, too.
Okay, so let's dive in then. Why is it actually so beneficial to actively study and, use these fixed phrases? It might sound a bit like rote learning at first glance.
That's a fair point, but there's definitely deeper value. When you know these common sentence structures, you're essentially bypassing that moment of hesitation.
Yeah, moment.
Exactly. That moment where you're scrambling inside your head, trying to piece together the right grammar, the right words.
Right.
These phrases provide a framework, like a mental template. It just lets you get your thoughts out more quickly, more confidently.
So it helps reduce the ums and n-ness.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Because you often have a ready-to-go structure already in mind.
That makes a whole lot of sense. It's like having, go-to responses in your conversational toolkit.
That's a great way to put it. A toolkit.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not just about sounding smoother either. It actually encourages you to start thinking directly in English.
Ah, interesting. How does that work?
Well, when you get familiar with these patterns, you're less likely to translate from your first language word by word.
Which we all do sometimes, especially early on.
Of course.
Mm.
But that word-for-word translation can often lead to slightly awkward or unnatural sounding English.
Yeah, I've heard that.
So instead, you begin to sort of internalize the English way of putting ideas together, the flow.
Mm-hmm.
And the 50 phrases we're focusing on today, they're all incredibly practical. You can genuinely start weaving them into your daily chats almost right away.
Fantastic. That's what we want, immediate usefulness. Right, let's get into the phrases themselves. We sort of group them into categories to make it easier, starting with question forms and invitations.
Makes sense. These are absolutely essential, aren't they? For starting conversations, showing interest in other people.
Kicking things off.
Exactly. Mastering these lets you ask for information, seek opinions, make invitations, all in a natural way.
Okay, first one up. Are you sure? Seems pretty straightforward, checking certainty.
It is, but it's incredibly versatile. You can use it in loads of situations. Maybe you're double checking some information, or even expressing a little bit of maybe skepticism. Like if your friend says they saw a famous actor at the supermarket, you might say, "Are you sure it was actually them?"
Right, with that rising intonation.
Yeah, the intonation's key there to make it a clear question.
Okay, next. Are you used to, this one's asking about familiarity, right? Or comfort with something.
Exactly, like, are you used to the new software yet? You might ask a coworker.
Or are you used to the cold weather if someone's moved somewhere chilly?
Perfect example. It's about asking if they've adapted to something new. It's different from, say, did you use the software today?
Mm-hmm.
Which is just about one specific time.
Got it. Which brings us nicely to, did you used to? This one's about the past, isn't it? Past habits or states?
Yes, specifically things that were true or happened regularly in the past, but aren't true or don't happen anymore.
Like, did you used to live in London?
Exactly. Or did you used to play the guitar? It's a great way to find out about someone's background or past hobbies.
Mm-hmm.
That used to is the crucial part.
Okay. Then we have, do you agree? A very direct way to ask for someone's opinion.
Super direct, yeah. Maybe you just presented an idea at work. You could turn to your colleague and ask, so, do you agree with this plan?
Straightforward. Invites their input. How about, do you carry this in? This sounds very useful for shopping.
Oh, essential. Absolutely essential if you're looking for something specific. Excuse me, do you carry this shirt in blue?
Right. Or do you carry this in a size 10?
Precisely. This being the item you're pointing to or holding.
Okay. Then, do you have available? Seems similar, but maybe a bit broader, like not just about sizes or colors.
That's a good way to think about it. It's more about general availability. Like, do you have any tables available tonight at a restaurant?
Ah, okay. Or, do you have any appointments available on Friday?
Perfect. It's asking if there's any opening, any possibility, rather than about a specific variation of an item.
Makes sense. Now, do you mind, this one's interesting, it feels polite, but you're asking if they object to something.
It is interesting, isn't it? The politeness comes from the indirectness.
Yeah.
You're framing it as checking for their objection.
So, do you mind if I open the window?
Exactly. It's a softer way than just saying, can I open the window?
Mm-hmm.
Or demanding it. And the polite expected answer is usually, no, not at all. Or, no, I don't mind.
Meaning, yes, it's okay.
Right. If someone says, yes, I do mind, that's a clear refusal. And it can sound a bit, well, abrupt sometimes, depending on the context and tone.
So it gives them an easy out, politely.
Kind of, yeah. Mm-hmm. It makes the request feel less demanding.
Okay, cool. Do you feel like, what about this one? Sounds like asking about mood or inclination.
That's exactly it. Do you feel like getting pizza tonight? It's a casual, friendly way to suggest doing something together.
Less pressure than let's get pizza.
Yeah, it totally respects that they might just not be in the mood for pizza or whatever it is.
Gotcha. Shouldn't we? This one often feels like a suggestion, maybe with a hint of urgency or obligation.
It can, yes. Shouldn't we start heading back now? It subtly suggests that maybe it's the right time to leave.
Gentler than we need to leave now.
Definitely gentler. It presents it as a question for agreement, even if it's a strong suggestion.
Okay. Have you ever... a classic for asking about life experiences.
Absolutely classic. Have you ever been to Japan? Or have you ever tried bungee jumping?
Right.
The ever is key. It covers their whole life up until this point. A great conversation starter.
Definitely. How about, we touched on this earlier, right? For making suggestions.
Yeah, super common and quite informal. How about we meet at 7? Or how about trying that new cafe?
Simple, effective.
Very. It invites agreement or alternative suggestions.
Now, how come? This feels a bit like why, but maybe more informal or expressing surprise.
That's a really good distinction.
Yeah.
It often does carry a bit more curiosity or surprise than a plain why.
Like, you're leaving already, how come?
Exactly. It implies, I wasn't expecting that, what's the reason? While it asks for the same information as, why are you leaving? Mm-hmm. How come just feels a bit more conversational, maybe less confrontational.
Interesting nuance.
Yeah.
Okay. How do you like asking for an opinion on something experienced?
Yep. How do you like your new job so far? Or how do you like the book you're reading?
Asking for their general feeling or satisfaction.
Precisely.
How long does it take? Super practical, this one. Logistics.
Oh yeah, essential for planning anything. How long does it take to get to the airport from here?
Or, how long does it take to bake these cookies?
Right. It's all about the duration needed for something.
And the last one in this first section, how often? Asking about frequency.
That's it. How often do you go to the gym? Or how often does this bus run?
Checking the regularity of an action or event.
Exactly.
Okay, wow, that's a lot of useful question starters and ways to invite interaction. We've built a really solid foundation there.
Definitely. Those forms are fundamental.
Right. Let's move on to our next category. Comparisons and contextual structures. These seem important for adding more detail and structure to what we say.
They really are. These phrases are vital for, adding depth, drawing connections, showing differences or similarities, basically giving your communication more clarity and context.
Okay, first one. As far as this seems to set a limit, like introducing a specific topic or perspective.
That's a good way to think about it. It often limits the scope of what you're about to say. As far as the budget goes, we should be okay.
Meaning you're only talking about the budget aspect right now?
Precisely. Or, as far as I know, the meeting is still on. It indicates this is your current understanding, but maybe you don't have all the facts. It puts a boundary on your statement.
Okay. And then there's a slightly longer version. As far as are concerned, how's this different?
This one is much more about stating a personal opinion or viewpoint directly.
Ah, right.
As far as I'm concerned, this project is the top priority. It clearly flags it as your perspective, your judgment on the matter.
Got it. More subjective.
Generally, yes.
Next, compared to, pretty clear this one, making a direct comparison.
Yep. Compared to last year's model, this phone is much faster. It directly contrasts two things, usually focusing on a specific aspect, a key phrase for highlighting differences.
Or similarities too, I guess. Compared to her brother, she's quite introverted.
Exactly. It sets up that direct point of contrast or similarity.
Okay. He is as a friend. The classic structure for saying two things are equal in some way.
The basic equality comparison, yes. She is as tall as her father, or this coffee isn't as strong as I like it.
You just slot the adjective in the middle.
That's right.
He is either a fault, presenting two options where only one can be true.
Right. Mutually exclusive alternatives. He is either at home or at the library. It suggests those are the only two likely possibilities.
Useful for narrowing things down.
Definitely. We can either leave now or wait another hour. It presents a clear choice.
Okay. He is so that. This one links a quality or state to a result or consequence. Cause and effect.
Exactly. The movie was so boring that I fell asleep. The boredom led directly to falling asleep.
Or she was so happy that she started crying.
Perfect. It shows the intensity, the first part, so happy, and its direct outcome, that she started crying.
Got it. Then he is not only, but also, this adds another piece of information, often something extra or impressive.
Yes, it emphasizes that there are two related points.
Mm-hmm.
She's not only intelligent, but also very creative.
It highlights both qualities.
It does. It adds weight to the second point as well. He not only finished the project on time, but also exceeded all expectations.
Nice. And the last one in this comparison context section, as possible, doing something to the maximum extent.
Right. Maximum effort or degree. Please send me the details as soon as possible.
The classic ASP.
That's the one. Or, we need to be as quiet as possible. It means with the maximum achievable quietness.
Oh, wait, that makes sense. We're really covering a lot of ground.
We are. These structures are everywhere in English.
Right, we're about halfway through our 50 phrases. Let's move to the next group. Warning phrases, instructions, and introductory words. This sounds like a very practical bunch.
Absolutely practical. These are for, guiding people, giving warnings, maybe simple instructions, or just smoothly bringing up a new topic. Essential for clear communication.
Okay, first, be careful with. A very direct warning.
Yep. Straightforward caution. Be careful with that glass, it's fragile. Or, be careful with your words.
Aiming to prevent a negative outcome, breaking something, hurting someone's feeling.
Exactly. Clear and direct.
Then, don't ever. Whoa, this sounds strong, like a serious prohibition.
It is very strong. It adds a lot of emphasis compared to just don't.
So don't ever lie to me again.
Right. That ever makes it it signals a very firm boundary about something completely unacceptable. Don't ever drive after drinking.
Understood. Very clear. Okay, shifting tone. Help yourself too. This sounds much more welcoming.
It is. It's a standard, polite, hospitable phrase. Please, help yourself to some cookies.
Makes guests feel comfortable taking things without asking each time.
Exactly. Help yourself to anything in the fridge. Very common, very friendly.
Nice. Then, by the way, the classic transition phrase.
The classic. Perfect for smoothly introducing a slightly different topic or a piece of information that just occurred to you.
Oh, by the way, did you hear about Sarah's promotion?
Precisely. It links back loosely, maybe, but signals a shift. Great meeting, everyone. By the way, I need to leave slightly early today.
Very useful for keeping conversations flowing naturally.
Uh-huh.
Okay, now for a dramatic one. How dare you?
This expresses strong indignation, right? Outrage.
Oh, absolutely. It's packed with emotion. How dare you speak to me like that?
It's usually used when you feel deeply offended or wronged.
Yes. It conveys intense anger and disbelief at someone's perceived disrespect or audacity. Not one you use lightly.
Definitely not. Okay, and the last one in this section. I'm calling to. Simple and direct for phone calls.
Yeah, get straight to the point. Hi, John, it's Lisa. I'm calling to confirm our lunch meeting tomorrow.
Saves time, makes the purpose clear immediately.
Exactly. Efficient communication, especially on the phone or maybe at the start of an email. I'm writing to inquire about. Same idea.
Got it. Okay, that covers warnings, instructions, and intros. Now for our final and perhaps biggest category. Expressing opinions, emotions, and personal stances. Yeah, this is where we get into sharing our inner world, our feelings, beliefs, expectations. Also includes polite requests.
Crucial stuff for connecting with people.
Absolutely. These phrases add that personal dimension to your English.
Okay, let's dive in. First, I bet. Expressing strong certainty or making a prediction.
Yeah, often used informally. I bet he'll be late again. It shows you feel pretty confident about that prediction.
Doesn't necessarily mean you'd actually wager money.
No, not usually. It just means I'm pretty sure, or I strongly suspect. I bet you're tired after that long flight.
Okay, next. I can hardly believe that. Expressing surprise or disbelief.
Right. Strong surprise. Often at something unexpected or maybe even unwelcome. I can hardly believe they canceled the event.
The hardly really emphasizes the difficulty in accepting it.
It does. I can hardly believe it's December already. Expresses how quickly time seems to have passed.
Yeah, I feel that. Okay, I can't help. This seems to be about involuntary feelings or actions.
That's a great way to describe it. I can't help wondering what happened. The wondering happens almost automatically.
Or, I know I shouldn't laugh, but I can't help it.
Exactly. It suggests a lack of control over the feeling or reaction. I can't help feeling optimistic about this.
Got it. Then, I can't say. This sounds like uncertainty or maybe unwillingness to commit.
It often indicates uncertainty, yeah. Will you be finished by 5? I can't say for sure.
Doesn't promise something you're not certain about.
Right. It's an honest way of admitting you don't know definitely. I can't say which option is better without more information.
Okay, I cannot wait to. Ooh, this one's full of positive energy, excitement, anticipation.
Totally. Pure excitement. I cannot wait to see you next week. Or, I cannot wait for my vacation to start.
Stronger than just, I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, it conveys a real eagerness. Impatience almost, in a good way.
Nice, I dare say. This sounds a little more formal, maybe. Offering an opinion cautiously.
It does have a slightly more formal or perhaps slightly old-fashioned feel to it sometimes, but it's still used. It means something like, I venture to say, or I suppose.
Like I dare say we'll need more time to finish this.
Exactly. It expresses a supposition, a likely opinion, without sounding overly forceful or certain. It's a bit softer.
Okay. I'd like you to. A polite way to make a request or give an instruction.
Very common, very useful, polite form. I'd like you to double-check these figures.
Softer than double-check these figures.
Much softer, yes. Uses the conditional would, which generally makes the request more polite in English. I'd like you to join us for dinner.
Got it. I'd hate for you to. Expressing concern about something negative happening to someone else.
Yes, it shows empathy and consideration. I'd hate for you to miss your train, so maybe leave a bit earlier.
Shows you're thinking about their potential problems.
Right. I'd hate for you to think I wasn't grateful. Expressing a desire to avoid misunderstanding.
Okay. If it hadn't been for... This introduces a condition in the past that changed an outcome.
Exactly. It's talking about something crucial that did happen, which prevented a different, usually negative result. If it hadn't been for the traffic jam, I would have been on time.
Or positively, if it hadn't been for your help, I wouldn't have finished.
Perfect. It highlights the importance of that past event or action. It uses the past perfect structure.
Right. Complex, but useful. If there is one thing that it's... This sounds like a way to strongly express an annoyance.
It is. It really emphasizes a specific pet peeve or something that particularly bothers you.
If there's one thing that drives me crazy, it's people chewing loudly.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You fill the blank with the verb describing the feeling annoys me, irritates me, frustrates me. It clearly isolates that one specific thing.
Good one for venting. Okay, I have no idea. Simple, direct admission of not knowing.
Yep. Straightforward. What's the capital of Mongolia? Sorry, I have no idea.
Honest and clear.
Very. No guessing, just admitting lack of knowledge. I have no idea how this machine works.
Okay, I've got to. Expressing strong obligation or necessity. Similar to, I have to.
Very similar to, I have to, yeah. Often feels a little more emphatic or urgent, especially in spoken English. Often shortened to, I gotta.
Ah, right, I gotta go now.
Exactly. I've got to finish this assignment tonight. Expresses a strong sense of necessity.
Okay, I'll let you know.
You
promise to provide information later.
Very common and useful. Are you coming to the party? I'm not sure yet. I'll let you know by tomorrow.
Manages expectations.
Precisely. It acknowledges the question and promises a future answer. I'll let you know if anything changes.
Good. I'd be grateful. A polite way to ask for something, implying thanks.
Yes, very polite request framing. I'd be grateful if you could send me that report.
Often used with, if you could, or if you would.
That's right. I'd be grateful for any advice you can offer. It frames the request courteously and expresses appreciation in advance.
Nice. I'm afraid. This is often used to soften bad news, isn't it?
Very often, yes. It's a polite preface to delivering news that might be disappointing or negative. I'm afraid we don't have that in stock.
Takes the edge off the refusal or bad news.
Exactly. I'm afraid I can't make it to the meeting this afternoon. Expresses regret along with the negative information.
Got it. I'm looking forward to expressing positive anticipation, like I cannot wait to, but maybe slightly less intense.
Generally, yes. It's still very positive and expresses anticipation, but perhaps a bit calmer than I cannot wait. I'm looking forward to the weekend.
Common in emails too, right? I look forward to hearing from you.
Very common in more formal closings, yes. Shows positive expectation. I'm looking forward to working with you.
Okay, I'm not really happy with. A way to express dissatisfaction, but maybe mildly.
Yes, it's not a strong complaint, but clearly indicates something isn't satisfactory. I'm not really happy with the service I received.
Less confrontational than I am unhappy or this is terrible.
Definitely. It opens the door for discussion, perhaps.
Yeah.
Rather than just stating a harsh judgment. I'm not really happy with how this project is going.
Understood. I'm thinking about sharing a current consideration or possibility.
Exactly. Indicates something is currently on your mind as a potential plan or idea. I'm thinking about taking a trip next year.
Not a definite plan yet, just a thought process.
Right. I'm thinking about changing jobs. Shares a significant consideration without committing to it yet.
Okay, and the final phrase, number 50, I really go for. This sounds quite informal, meaning you like something a lot.
That's exactly it. Very informal way to express strong liking or preference. I don't usually like modern art, but I really go for her paintings.
So it's like saying, I really like, or I'm really into.
Yep, same meaning, just a different, more colloquial phrasing. He really goes for spicy food, expresses a strong enjoyment or preference.
Wow. Okay, we actually made it through all 50 phrases. That was quite a tour.
It was. And it's amazing, isn't it, how these specific patterns just weave themselves through so much of our daily English conversation.
It really is. And hopefully, for you listening, understanding and starting to use these isn't just about, adding more words to your list.
Not at all. It's about getting that deeper feel for how English speakers naturally put their thoughts together, how they express things.
Yeah.
The underlying structures.
Yeah, the flow and the structure.
Absolutely. By really familiarizing yourself with these common structure, these patterns, you'll hopefully find you not only speak more fluently, but you also start understanding native speakers more easily, more intuitively, because you recognize the patterns they're using.
That makes sense. It helps with listening comprehension, too.
Definitely. It's a fantastic way to build your confidence all around and just make your English sound and feel more natural.
And to keep building those English skills, bit by bit, definitely don't forget to subscribe to Your English Podcast.
Yeah, we'll keep bringing you more conversations like this, more deep dives and insights to help you along the way.
We'd also genuinely love to know which of these 50 phrases you find maybe the most useful or perhaps the trickiest one to get right.
Yeah, let us know. It's always interesting to hear what resonates or what challenges people.
Absolutely. Well, thanks so much for joining us for this deep dive into common English phrases and sentence patterns.
We really hope you found it insightful.
Yeah, and that you can start maybe picking one or two to try out in your conversations right away. Keep practicing.
Keep listening, keep practicing.
And we'll catch you next time.